Okay, looks like we're recording.
Perhaps.
Let's get started.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Beyond the Screen. We've got a quick update before we get to today's episode. The Beyond the Screen podcast is moving to its very own YouTube channel. Now, some of you might be asking, why are you guys moving? And others might be like, hey, just get on with the episode. I'm here for film news, not anything else. First off, fair question. And second, hold on. This is actually kind of important. The truth is, there are some new projects in the works over at Hollow Moon. It's a short film channel creating some cinematic stuff, some really cool stuff coming down the pike. And we don't want to flood your feed with stuff that isn't podcast related. Those of you who have subscribed to the Hollow Moon channel, who are here for Beyond the Screen, we don't want you guys to find something that you didn't subscribe for, didn't sign up for, if you will. So with that, Beyond the Screen is getting its own home. You might have already seen our new Instagram, our new TikTok, and LinkedIn, in which case, shout out to Emily. She is doing a fantastic job running those platforms, and they look fantastic. If you haven't followed them, you really should, because there's some really cool stuff going on there. Anyways, we'll be reminding you through July and in the beginning of August of the impending move, but starting August 11th, no new podcasts will be going to Hollow Moon. So jump over to the Beyond the Screen podcast on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and keep the party going. All our past episodes are already there waiting for you. So if you have any favorite moments, you will not miss them. They're already over there. So thanks for sticking with us this far. We love you, and time to get on with the show.
Hello, everybody. You might notice that we're missing somebody, and we're so sad.
We are. I am just devastated.
What are you drinking today? She told me she wanted to talk about it.
I did. I said, Jake, don't forget to mention that we need to talk about our beverages. So this can reflect my episode with Ryan when we talked about beverages, and it was a hit. So basically, I'm drinking hot gunpowder green tea that I just recently got from our local cafe/tea store. I'm very happy about it. I always go for the coffee, but I thought I would try out some other loose leaf tea, and I did, and I'm very happy with it. That's what I'm drinking right now.
If you guys want to sponsor us, go ahead. No,
Jake, what are you drinking?
Arizona sweet tea.
Very nice.
That's been in my fridge for a few days.
Good. I like their strawberry something or other one.
Yeah. So, as everybody might know, Brian is not here. He's taking vacation.
He's passed.
He's passed away. You're stuck with us for the foreseeable future. No. He'll be here next week. But we're here to give you all of the film news that you so desire. Emily, do you have anything before we jump in?
What have you been up to, Jake?
What have I been up to?
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Too much. I always feel like I'm running around, and comparatively, I always feel like I'm not doing enough. But it seems like I never have enough time in the day. What have you been up to?
No, what did you do this weekend?
I hung out with a girlfriend pretty much all weekend.
Good.
Worked on the podcast a little bit in preparation for this momentous day. I'm still co-host.
We've been anticipating this episode in fear.
It's like a prophecy that like you really don't want to come true.
Yeah. Not like we were fingers crossing the tornado would hit us last night and we wouldn't have to do this episode or anything. That would be crazy. That would be such a weird thing to say. Anyway, thank you for asking. What I did this weekend was I hung out with my boyfriend all weekend. He was here visiting. Last week, you may have noticed I was gone. I was taking a trip to Estes Park, Colorado with him. That's where we first met. And so we were doing that. And then he came after that trip. He was on a little work conference, and then basically his work bought him a ticket. So they buy him a ticket to and from the airport where he has the work conference, and he just like casually got it to and from Kentucky, and they didn't ask any questions. So that's what he was doing. He was here. I adopted a cat, officially a cat mom. Name TBD. We're going with Autumn for right now. It's not sticking as much as I would like it to, but that's what I did this weekend. Thank you, Jake, for asking.
I told you what to name the cat.
No, you just said no multiple names, down thumbs emoji. So
Yeah,
basically, I
well,
sent out a questionnaire to some of my friends that said, what should I name this cat? And had a picture of her that the foster mom gave me. And I gave specific names. And then all Jake said was, like, there's basically no open field entry to put in a name of my choice. And then he just gave me a thumbs down emoji. So that's what he's referring
yeah.
to.
And then I suggested Rumpke, like the trash
The
company.
trash company.
Yeah. And something else. It was an actress, but I forgot now.
Trash company and actress. That's really nice. Fun fact about me is I was in like the running. I was on like on the third interview between the job I have right now and Rumpke is a communications coordinator, and I didn't get it. But I mean, I thought it would be really ironic to be like, I work for a trash company. I thought that was going to be hilarious, to be honest. So I was
It is
prepping
smelled.
myself for that pride wise. I was going to have to swallow a little bit of pride to work for a trash company. But anyway, box office hits. Am I right?
Box office hits.
Box
Would
office
you
hits.
believe it? We have Superman coming in first, Jurassic World Rebirth second, I Know What You Did Last Summer third, Smurfs 4, and F1 the movie 5. Superman has earned another 57.2 million domestically. Its total US haul is now 235 million, making it one of the only 7 films this year to cross $200 million dollar milestone. Even more impressively, it's still holding on at a 54% drop, which makes it the best second weekend hold for any superhero film this year so far, outpacing both Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World, both with negative 56% and negative 68%. So it is still one of the best superhero films out there. But next week we have the Fantastic Four coming. So I think that one is super hyped and well worth the hype. I think it's going to be a new way to tell that story, especially I think it's taking place in like the 50s or the 60s. So it's going
Yeah.
to look. You have anything to say about that, or you want me to move on to number 2? Do you want to read
Move
number
on.
2? How do we
No, no,
do
no.
this?
No,
I don't
you're
know what
good.
to do.
You're good. I'll
What
just
do I
sit
do with
here
my
and look
hands?
pretty. Yeah, you got to go like this, like Ryan, to keep the visual
Sorry.
viewers engaged.
All right. Jurassic World Rebirth is at another, it raked in another 23.4 million on its third week, adding to a total of 276.1 million, keeping it in second place, which is kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to be second place, and we'll get it into actually correction. I did predict it would be in the second place, but I didn't expect it to actually become that. Coming in at hold on. I got too fast.
Okay.
Well, down 42% from last weekend. It's not matching either Jurassic World $1 billion performances that came prior to it, but it's still one of 2025's most consistent earners. So it's not doing as well as prior Jurassic Worlds, but still showing crazy staying power against, family movies like Smurfs and the illustrious F1 that Ryan loves. So do you have anything to say about that? No,
I love dinosaurs.
you love dinosaurs.
Me
Loves
and
dinosaurs.
my sister and I told each other to not go watch it in theaters yet until we can watch it with one another because we're huge Jurassic Park fans. So I'm not surprised that it's still in second place because it's just a cult classic, cult following. Although we were talking, like, I'm surprised, like, after the newer ones came out, like, for example, like Chris Pratt and everything, I feel like the views kind of went down. I don't know. It's the quality seemed like a little. The quality of movie was fantastic. Like the cinematography was fantastic, but you lose kind of like the seriousness of the story because you're like, and when you first hear Jurassic Park, you're like, oh my god, dinosaurs taking over the world, basically, and then it's just like there's so many adaptations that you're just kind of getting tired. So I'm happy that it's still at number 2, that people are still going and watching it and giving the dinosaurs the recognition they deserve.
Yeah, I feel like all the new Jurassic Park or Jurassic Worlds are just like Oh no, new hybrid dinosaur eating people. How is the attractive 30-year-old man going to save, which now I think it's Scarlett Johansson is the
Yeah.
attractive
Yeah.
30-year-old man.
Right.
But
I'm gonna put that in a video somewhere down the line.
watch out for that one on socials. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Next.
it's repetitive. I think it's repetitive is what I'm getting at. Is Jurassic
Yes.
World is just, oh no, new hybrid dinosaur you've never seen before, thrill factor, and then they kill it.
It's basically like we're bringing dinosaurs back to life, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be an awful idea?" No, that would be a fantastic idea. Oh my gosh, they're eating everybody, and then eventually they kill it, and they're like, "That's never gonna happen again." And it's the same thing every movie.
Didn't we bring back the woolly mammoth like real life? We're there. We're so close.
I wish that we would invest in this instead of AI. I'm just saying, like, I would much rather have a gigantic real dinosaur encounter than
Eating people?
AI and ChatGPT. I mean, it's at least it's better than ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, next down the line is what?
Next down in the line, number 3 is I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is, I'm not the horror buff that Ryan is,
Yeah.
but this thing has a low budget, which is awesome because it made a soft 13 million, which fails to match the inflation adjusted debuts of its predecessors that came out in the late 90s. I think one of them was around 15 million, and for inflation, that's about 31-ish million. So it's not doing quite as well. But with an $18 million budget, it's still likely to turn a profit. It's just unfortunate because this is, I think, one of 4 in this film horror franchise. So I think there might be another one coming out. But yeah, tough
Next.
stuff. We'll see how it works the next week. Next is Smurfs. You really, I didn't expect them to really be that high. I didn't think Smurfs. I don't think there's an appeal to it.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I think
Also, the what it looks like the drawing, the cartoon is so weird looking. Do you know what I mean? They don't look like a drawn animated character. Did you
Are you talking
notice
about
that?
this movie or the drawing?
Yes. Like the drawing, hang on. You can't really tell there in the bottom, but it's not like a normal animation. I feel like that would definitely deter a lot of people from watching it. For me, that doesn't feel like Smurfs.
Yeah, this is like a.
It's so weird.
It's a level of 2D in
Yeah.
a 3D world,
Exactly.
kind of,
That's
but like
kinda
an
how it felt.
animated 3D world with a animated 2D characters. It's not
It
like
kinda takes you out of it.
the old one where they were like 3D models in a realistic world, which is
Yeah.
also kind of weird. But this one is just, yeah, the animation is odd. I don't think it's gonna stick around for very long. I don't think the kids nowadays really know and or care about Smurfs.
No,
They
and
care
it's
about
not gonna
those.
bring in older people that were familiar with Smurfs either, I
No,
don't think.
yeah, all they care about is Labubu's. You
I
ever heard
don't
of
get
that?
it. No.
Me neither. I don't even know what
Continue.
it is. The young kids are talking about Labubu's nowadays. I don't even know what that is. But anyway, we're unk.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah. I'm hip. I'm still hip.
I have a motorcycle. I'm still cool.
That's not. I didn't say it, guys. I didn't bring it up. Number 5, F1 the movie, holding on to a top 5 spot in its 4th weekend. It brought in $9.6 million, dropping only 26%. So it's got some staying power in its 4th week, which is crazy. Its domestic total is now 153.6 million, proving that Apple's theatrical gamble continues to pay off. Warner Bros. As well is getting it with number 1 being Superman and holding out with the F1 movie. Do you have anything to say about these top 5 box office?
I'm surprised that Smurfs was even still before F1. I'm not gonna lie.
which all of these are estimates. I just refreshed the page and they're still estimates. It might pass it, maybe. Go watch F1 twice right now. Yeah, everybody do that. Next, coming out next week is, of course, Fantastic Four. Then The Home, which we showed a trailer of in prior episodes. This one stars Pete Davidson, and it's like a horror thriller where he's in a old folks home, and he's told not to go to the top floor or a certain floor, but he does it anyway. Ooh, spoilers.
Well, it happens on the 4th floor.
Crazy stuff. Crazy elderly mental patients, I suppose.
So wait,
I
is
think
it
that's what it was.
is it a comedy in any way, or is it genuinely serious?
It's a horror thriller. So
Is he just like a night guard, like he's security, or
a nurse?
Hmm.
Or a
What was the most
groundskeeper.
recent? We showed Pete Davidson in a comedy with is it Eddie Murphy?
Yeah. That one. I don't remember what it was called, but they were two armored truck drivers for a bank.
Okay, sorry.
But,
Continue.
there's a movie with Logan Lerman called Oh Hi. It's a romantic comedy. Logan Lerman did Percy Jackson. He was Percy Jackson. I forget who did those movies, and then Molly Gordon, which I am not familiar with. And then finally, I threw this one in here because I thought it was interesting. House on Eden, which is a horror, and it stars TikTokers Chris Collins, or Call Me Chris, Selena Myers, and Jason Christopher Mayer. Separate spelling. So that one I threw in there because it seems like a short film, but it's these TikTokers trying to make it big, and it was on IMDb's release, so it's big enough to be recognized by IMDb. Last week's predictions, according to the estimates, I got 2. Ryan got 1. I said Superman, Jurassic, Smurfs. I know what you did last summer, and I said Jujutsu Kaisen would be top 5. However, it is not even listed in this weekend chart, and I'm a little pissed off because it was on track with How to Train Your Dragon through the week at the same gross, but it is not being listed during the weekend. I can't even find it on the daily, or else I'd do the math myself. They just took it off. They stopped counting when Friday hit. There's Wednesday, Thursday, so it debuted on Wednesday, but they're not going to count the Friday, Saturday, Sunday numbers that it did. And I understand that it might not have been top 5 because How to Train Your Dragon didn't beat F1 from 5 million to 9 million, but I still would have liked to know how close it would have been because that was my upset pick. I wanted to be like, look how close I was, and that's why it was an upset pick because I was betting on it to win. Something I told Ryan, and I can say this because I like JJK and I watch anime, but I said, well, to be fair, the people who would go see it likely went and saw it Wednesday and Thursday because they don't have jobs. But anyway,
some people are off on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Some people do work the weekend. So,
but the people who like anime and JJK might
not have jobs.
Might not have jobs and would have went and saw it. And it arguably the weekend would have not been any different. But that being said, Ryan guessed Superman, Smurfs, Jurassic World, Eddington, and I know what you did last summer. Eddington coming in at 7th behind How to Train Your Dragon. Ryan obviously
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Doesn't know what he's talking about,
Rookie
guys.
numbers,
Right.
Ryan.
He might be a better host than me, but come on, dude. No analytical knowledge. Anyway.
We love you, Ryan.
Now we get to predict with Emily. Do you want to go first? Maybe. Perhaps.
You go ahead. You go ahead, Jake.
Me go ahead.
You have one written. You have them written down?
I do not. I was going to shoot them off like I did last.
Yeah, I'm kind of like making a list here.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll go first. I'll give you a pick me here because this is going to be very easy. Fantastic Four, number 1. I think it's going to beat Superman right out. And then I think Superman is number 2. And what else? Like I went over what's coming out, but
Yeah.
it's gonna probably be Jurassic World. I mean, safe bets here. Safe
Yeah.
bets only. And I'm gonna go Smurfs 4. I think it's gonna beat the horror because it's a
That's
family
where I
film.
am. I don't know where to swap those. I feel like it could be either
No.
because this is like a smaller horror movie, anyways. To be honest, I don't understand why theaters have horror movies come out in like spring and summer times. Like, I'm only gonna want to go see a horror movie in the fall.
Yeah.
So I feel like they don't do as well for
I
some
wouldn't
reason.
go see a horror movie anytime.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a little bit of an upset. I'm gonna put F1 at 5 again. I think with the loss on its 4th week being only 26.4%, I think it'll beat out I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think I Know What You Did Last Summer is gonna get like negative 50 or 60% loss, and it's gonna drop out of the top 5 after the first weekend. So to reiterate, Fantastic Four, Superman, Jurassic Park, Smurfs, and the F1 movie. What do you think, Emily?
I had like the exact same thing, except Superman comes in first still. So it would be
Really?
Superman, Fantastic Four, Jurassic, Smurfs, and F1, and then I Know What You Did Last Summer has just got booted off. I should say it's either that or I'd switch that and Smurfs because I feel like neither of them are, having flying colors right now.
So, final answer: Superman,
Fantastic Four,
Fantastic Four,
Jurassic World,
and
I guess
Smurfs.
Smurfs. Dang it.
Smurfs
And then
at
F1.
4, and then F1. Okay.
I don't want to vote that Smurfs would still be in the box office, but if they're competing against a low budget horror film, the kids are always going to win.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. All right. Those are my predictions. Best of luck to you. May the odds be ever in your favor, but not too much in your favor because I want the odds to be in my favor.
It is. I think it's crazy that you're betting on the Superman beating a first week box office.
Yes.
Fantastic Four. That's crazy.
Yep.
Why? I want to know why.
Because I don't know, it's like booming right now. Everyone loves Superman. And it's the Fantastic Four, I feel like is more niche. Superman's been way back when people have been coming to see it and they've been participating in buying into everything Superman related. It's everybody's favorite superhero. Fantastic Four is this niche little group. Like, that's not as popular. I feel like it's not going to bring as many people out of the woodwork because when did the Fantastic Four become popular? Because I feel like that was a big thing when I was young and I was born in 2001.
I mean, the
You know what I
comics
mean?
have been around for years.
Dang,
there's
I
a
don't
reason
remember
that
it ever being popular.
I mean, back when, in the early 2000s or 2010s, when they
Yeah.
had the Chris Evans as those movies, he was the Human Torch in
I
those
did not know
movies.
that.
And then Jessica Alba was Sue Storm. Yeah,
I didn't know that, but I feel like
she had to get
our
naked to be invisible. That was crazy. Yeah, it was like a floating bra for a little bit.
is that why you watched it?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
I figured.
No, I was like 12.
Right. I feel like that period of people like would go see it, but that's about it. Cause like as a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid nowadays gonna care about the Fantastic Four as much as they care about Superman? I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not. All
Those are
right.
my predictions, and that's the reasoning behind my predictions.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
coming up after the break, that was the end of segment 1. Everybody ran through that one pretty quick, didn't we? I don't even know where we're at. No, not really. But coming up after the break, Emily.
Does it play the music? I'm so sorry. I was gone last week. I totally don't know. Does it play the music while you're talking?
I think it does, but it's going to be loud, but I can just say it.
Just say it and then I'll play the graphic.
Okay. After the break, because I have to look up what's on the graphic. Emmy nominees announced. The Odyssey tickets released early by about a year, and a first look at Werewolf's first casting choice. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So it did say that the mic is muted when it plays, so that's what we that was a good choice on my end. Thank you, Emily.
You're welcome.
Anyway, Emmy nominees.
You're reading this section, right?
I know nothing about this section, to be
I don't
honest.
know nothing about
I
this?
never watched the Emmys before. I told them that they need to find someone who actually knows about movie stuff to bring on when one of them's out, because I just sit here and look pretty and push buttons. I really don't know anything about movies other than that I majored in broadcasting.
She's got the hard job, everybody. All right.
It's so difficult. You guys just don't
So
understand.
HBO Max and Disney lead all the Emmy nominations, while Apple TV beats out most legacy brands for the first time in history. So all nominees were announced this past Tuesday, July 15th, at the Television Academy's Wolf Theater in LA by actors Brenda Song and Harvey Gulen. Gulen? I'm not sure. Nobody put in the phonetic way to say it, and it screwed me over, which is fine. We can make fun of me because I make fun of Ryan. So HBO and streaming platform HBO Max, by the way, they went back, landed the most nominees with a platform record of 142 across all categories, beating its 2022 record of 140. This is also up from last year's 91 nominations. So they had 140 in 2022, and then last year in 2024 had 91. The Penguin, from the crime drama filled world of The Batman, nabs 24 nominations. The Walton Goggins starring The White Lotus grabbed 23 nominations, and other series like The Last of Us got 16 nominations, Hacks got 14, and The Pit got 13, which I know Ryan is ecstatic because he loves The Pit, and he thinks they deserve more, I would say, if he's listening to this. Like nails on a chalkboard, probably. But Disney raked in 137 nominations across all categories with various networks, including ABC, FX, Hulu, Disney Plus, and more, which feels like cheating because HBO only has the one HBO Max and got 140. And so Disney took 4+ to get that high. Just an observation. It pulled in 28 nominations. Disney Plus pulled in 28 nominations this year, up 9 compared to last year, thanks to Andor and Agatha All Along and Beatles 1964. So 3 shows on Disney Plus got 28. What were the other 110? I'm not sure. All the ABC, FX, Hulu. I'm gonna check.
Beats me.
Read the Netflix.
While Jake checks,
Please.
PSA, I wrote a lot of these scripts, filling in for Ryan. By the way, guys, Ryan does so much more than you think he does. I didn't even know how much Ryan does. When we made that TikTok, that followed that trend where he was like, I'm Ryan and I blank, blank, blank. And then we got cut off. He really does the blank, 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 guys. Like he really runs this entire thing. We just kind of sit there and nod and agree with him. Anyways, while I wrote a couple of these scripts, there was a couple of names in here that I didn't know how to pronounce. So Jake, good luck.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
All right. Do you want me to start with the Netflix stuff, or would you like to continue?
Yeah, likely. I need to.
Okay. I'm going to pretend I know what this means. So while beating last year's nomination count by 13 extra nods, finishing third behind rivals Warner Bros. And Disney wasn't necessarily on the 2025 bingo card for the streaming giant. Series such as Adolescence, 13 nominations, Monsters, The Lyle and Eric Menendez story. My sister's going to love that. 11 nominations, and Black Mirror with 10 nominations all lead the way for Netflix. But surprisingly, Squid Game Season 2 was completely scratched from any award, which is very surprising to me. I know how huge Season 1 was, and I know the cult following came back even harder the second time for Season 2, or so I've heard. And so I have read in different pieces of content through social media platforms. This is what I've heard. It's a huge hit, just as much as Season 1. So I'm surprised that they didn't get any nominations, to be honest.
Yeah, very, very odd.
Can you
I have
Okay.
I have the Walt Disney stuff. So the other ones outside of Andor, Agatha All Along, and Beatles, 1964, we have The Bear, which was FX on Hulu, got 13 nominations. Dying for Sex,
I'm sorry?
FX on Hulu, nine nominations. Only Murders in the Building, which is Hulu, got 7. Abbott Elementary got 6, which is on ABC. What We Do in the Shadows, FX got 6. Paradise on Hulu got 4, which is a new drama from Dan Fogelman. And The Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl also got a few nominations. So there's your other Disneys. I'm reading Apple TV.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I didn't want to read Apple TV anyways, so.
Okay, you sure?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
You get to read other then. After having a fantastic year in the theatrical box office, with F1 the movie, Apple continues an impressive streak with 79 nominations, beating most traditional networks. Shows like Severance led all shows with the most nominations at 27, and Seth Rogen had a show called The Studio, which tied the most nominations for a comedy ever with 23. And I read somewhere that Seth Rogen was like, this is crazy. He's never had like a claim like this before. Super humble about it, but it is kind of crazy that this name that we kind of like throw around and he's big guy, is he doesn't get a lot of recognition, I guess, in awards.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see him finally get some and feel good about himself.
Right.
Next, you're reading it.
So traditional TV, unsurprisingly, it continues to slide, specifically as The Daily Show, Late Night with Seth Meyers, and other late night series got blanked from nominations completely. YouTube's marketing campaign to get creator-driven shows like Good Mythical Morning, it ultimately leads nowhere. It's pulling in no nominations whatsoever. So great idea, didn't pull anything real. The Emmy Awards airs on September 14th, 2025, and is hosted by comedian Nate Bargatze.
Hey,
I'm not really sure.
Sounds great to me. That's
Yeah,
why I had
sounds
you
good to
read
me.
it.
Yeah. So, Jake, what do we think of this year's nominations, and what stands out to you personally?
Good on HBO. I think they deserve it. They've got a lot of good shows on there. If I had to pay for any of them, it would probably be HBO. It's the one that I find myself going to most often anyway. Plus, they have the Batman and Penguin, and they came out with that one animated show Ryan and I both like. Now that I'm forgetting it, the Mushroom Show. Hold on, bear with me. Common Side Effects.
I have no idea what that is.
It's very good if you don't even have to like animate it. Like the story is captivating at every turn. Never know what, and there's a turtle. There's a turtle in it. So watch it for the turtle. I think the only thing that really stands out to me is I like that YouTube tried to get shows like Good Mythical Morning into the Emmys. And
Yeah.
my question is, and I talked to my girlfriend about this, it's like, great idea for, Emily and my age, but the people who are nominating for the Emmys, or the people who are voting on these awards, do they even know who Rhett and Link are? Like,
No,
no.
exactly.
So it'll be hard for those guys to break in until the demographics kind of shift and more Gen Z and probably millennials. I think millennials love GMM a whole lot more than probably we do.
Mhm.
I think because it's almost all the time I'm watching Good Mythical Morning and they bring on like a guest, or at the very end they bring on, it's just it. I make fun of them. I'm a mean bully. And
I
I'm like,
know.
oh man, you're like 30.
We're not that far away, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm so far away. Trust. Ryan's closer than
Unfortunately.
I am.
I'm sorry to
Mhm.
ask this. I might sound really stupid. What about Amazon? Amazon's a huge streaming platform. Did they not nominate?
Bear with me.
Bear with me. Bear with me. Since Jake has started this theme of blackmailing each other to pronounce names wrong, I'm gonna continue doing that for the rest of this episode. So
Okay.
let's keep a
Works
tally
for
of
me.
who can pronounce the most names incorrectly.
Amazon got 24 Emmy nominations, going to The Boys, with 4 nominations, and The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, and Invincible
Oh,
might also have gotten some nominations, but I'm not seeing a number for those. But they were mentioned,
okay.
so good on it. I'm actually surprised they got so little because those shows are like super massive.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
so, do you have?
Okay.
What do you think about this year, and what stands out to you, Emily?
I'm surprised that we didn't mention Amazon, to be honest. Big Amazon girly over here.
Yeah, who wrote this?
Yeah, we put this stuff in here. I'm surprised that Squid Game did not get as any nominations at all. I don't watch TV.
No.
No, I don't.
Well,
If anything, I watch like really old archived episodes of Forensic Files with my mom. Shout out, mom. I love you. That's basically all I have. It's sad
okay.
that the late night shows didn't get any.
Oh, we're about to make
anything.
you even more sad because in the later segments we have news about some of those late night episodes or late night shows. Yep. Even worse. Even worse. Moving on, the Odyssey IMAX 70 millimeter ticket went on sale this past week, an entire year before the film's release, which is crazy. And I've seen the eBay listings. They're
Mhm.
like hundreds, thousands. It's crazy. I guess scalpers seem to think that
Yeah.
these are going to go crazy, which
It's got to be because of Oppenheimer.
yeah.
It has to
Well,
be because of Oppenheimer.
I mean, Christopher Nolan brings them in on his own, but yeah, likely because of Oppenheimer. Plus, the Odyssey is shot on IMAX 70 millimeter cameras. Like,
Yeah.
I argue as a film purist, this is the only way to go see it. And they're likely profitizing off of that idea. But why I would not go to a regular theater to see this. Like, if I was going to go to a theater, I want to see it how it was meant to be seen.
Right.
Nolan's idea of how it was meant to be seen. Because if you go anywhere else, it's kind of like, well, what was Nolan's point of filming it on that?
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
So, according to IMAX social media pages, the offer went live Thursday at midnight. They were sold out within hours of the release and are now being resold for up to $500 on eBay and similar sites, much to the dismay and annoyance of soon to be audience members. Now, the tickets are specifically for theaters who are able to screen the movie's 70 millimeter film, which is Christopher Nolan's format of choice. So far, there are only 16 theaters in America that have that ability. Apart from the US, there are 6 in Canada, 2 in the UK, 1 in Australia, and 1 in the Czech Republic. Additional theaters are expected to follow suit as more IMAX auditoriums are equipped with 70 millimeter projection, which is awesome. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see if there's one close to us. I think there might be near Ohio. Is it? I don't
Yeah, I
know.
bet he's gonna start Googling.
I'm Googling that thing.
It's great that though Christopher Nolan has such a strong, powerful influence and voice that people are actually listening to him, and then like look at how that's paid off. Like people are flocking to this. Oppenheimer blew up, and now people. That's funny.
It's so mad. Everybody laugh.
Oppenheimer. I'm laughing. Oppenheimer blew up, and now it's like following suit. with the Odyssey that people are already, it's already being sold a year in advance because of how big that blew up. The Christopher Nolan has got a lot of traction, has a lot of influence,
100%. And what's crazy is 7 of those 16 in America are in
Yeah.
California.
Are you serious?
9 of them are scattered the rest. So there's one in
That
Arizona.
is so unfair to the rest of us. We're in Arizona.
Let's see, Phoenix. No. Yeah. Phoenix, Scottsdale, Temp. I don't know. Looks like
Tempe.
Phoenix to me.
Okay.
Dallas, San Antonio. So there's 2 in Texas, 1 in Tennessee, in Nashville.
That's surprising.
1 in Atlanta, 1 in Miami. I believe this is New York, and outside of Philadelphia. And then there's 1 in Indianapolis, which is not that
Not too
far.
So we could either take a trip to Nashville or we could take a trip to Indianapolis.
And it's about the same trip. So
Yeah, exactly.
unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I still have another
Now, would
paragraph
it be
to read
worth
here.
driving? Maybe. Would it be worth paying $500+ a year in advance? I do not think so.
I mean,
But
it's not like we could
it's
split
because
it.
they're marketing it like there's only a couple theaters that can do this so far. Get your tickets while you still can, and so everyone's just like being pressured basically into buying a bunch of tickets. It's
I
like fear
doubt
mongering, but with marketing.
those darn marketers. Am I right?
I know. Gosh, I hate them. Especially the ones that their name starts with J and ends with Jacob Oldsklaw.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Me neither. Go
The
ahead.
film was shot entirely on 70mm cameras, which is why it's a big deal. The feat was technically made possible by Nolan in the first place after pushing for the change for Oppenheimer. So Oppenheimer was also originally, I think Emily said that. Sorry.
It blew.
Why do you think that IMAX made this decision, Emily? Because I know why as a marketer, and why this big step in the marketing world all of a sudden. Do you think it's worth it? If not, how can you see viewers responding after the highly anticipated release?
It's to make money.
Yeah. That's the whole goal. That's what I've been trying to drill in y'all's heads for the past 30 episodes. Is it's all about the money. Show me
It's
the
just,
money.
they just want to like, I guess, just market it as like, hey, this is a cool new thing, and you should definitely take part in it because it's unique, and it may not be. You might miss out if you don't get the tickets now. Basically,
Yeah, like check it out. Our tickets are going for $500. We're
that must be
bougie.
pretty good. Yeah. So what's gonna happen if it's like not great? What if it's like really mid?
Then you paid $500 for mid.
Exactly. And so
on
I feel
eBay.
like that is going to deter a lot of people from seeing different additional 70mm projection films, and also anything associated with Christopher Nolan after that. It's kind of like you burned me, So I'm really looking forward to like if it all it's all it's cracked up to be, $500 plus cracked up to be.
Well, to be fair, I still think it's going to be an Oppenheimer level or portion of Oppenheimer level event because
Yeah.
I mean Barbie did come out at the same time, and which helped. I mean, you could
It
bring your
did.
girlfriend and you all go to both movies, or you just
Yeah.
split up. Barbenheimer was a thing. I don't know what's coming out because Dune and Doomsday through the MCU are coming
The
out at the same time.
Doomsday.
I wonder. Doomsday is, I think they're
really
trying to
funny.
coin it that, but I
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to stick. I don't know if the Odyssey is going to have the same release schedule as
Yeah.
something else that's massive, but I still think it's going to be big for regular theaters. Like, yeah, you should, as a purist, or if you really care about this movie, go see it in IMAX. But at $500, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't tell you to.
No.
I just say that if you can and want and have money, you should.
Yeah.
But regular theaters will show it too. And I just think that it's still going to be a big deal. People are still going to pack these theaters for the Odyssey because it's a Nolan film, because he did Oppenheimer, because he did the Batman's, the Dark Knight series. So I think it's going to be still huge.
Yeah.
And yes, you're going to burn people in terms of the 70 millimeter world. And until they build double, if not triple, or hundreds of these, or outfit hundreds
Yeah.
more with the projectors, you're likely, there are not going to be a lot of people after this one going to see
Yeah.
any other large ones if they're going to do this and sell out early.
At this point, though, I mean, like if so many additional theaters are equipped with these projectors, then it's not going to be a huge marketing strategy going forward, because it's like, oh, like everyone's doing it, you know? So that's probably why they're doing it, because it's like get it while it's hot, basically. Like they're doing it while they still can, while it's still unique, you know?
Yeah,
From
and
a
if
marketing perspective.
the syndrome meme where if everybody's super, no one is, right?
Yeah.
So if all theaters have 70 millimeter and all films are shot on these 70 millimeter cameras,
Then
why
no, it's
would I ever
special
go
as
see a
fuck.
normal one?
Yeah, much less pay $500 to see something like that.
It's probably still going to cost more going to see a 70 millimeter
Yeah, I'd assume.
anywhere. But so we've got the next topic. Emily, do you want to read it or shall I?
It's because there's something I could pronounce incorrectly here? It
Well,
is because I put
I don't even
that
know
in
what you're
there. There's a
talking
question
about. What are you
mark.
talking
I
where?
put parentheses, pronounce question mark and parentheses. That's because
Oh, wow.
you blackmailer. I don't know how to pronounce
right.
it. I thought
Anyway.
you might.
Aaron Taylor Johnson has officially been cast as the lead in Robert Eggers' next monster flick. I'm going to say Werewolf for ease. I assume
Yeah.
it's going to be pronounced like someone with a German accent, so Werewolf.
I think it's Old English.
Or is it Old English? Okay.
I think that you'll see that later in the script.
Oh, sorry. And it's not just him. So Lily Rose Depp is also coming back from Nosferatu, making a reunion. And the Werewolf feature film with a slated 2026 Christmas Day release date was co-written by Eggers and Prawn.
ahead.
Is I think what you wrote for me here with a question mark, so I had to pronounce the question
It's
mark.
spelled SJ. O-N,
Special character O in.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna say Prawn. The duo, so Eggers and Prawn, wrote The Northman together in 2022. It's pretty safe to say the decision to release the film on Christmas came after the undeniable holiday crowd Nosferatu saw, which Ryan and I were of that crowd. We did a review on that. We definitely should do more. It's very hard to go watch a movie together and then review it immediately after. I mean, that's almost a 6 to 8 hour day, 3 for a movie, and then goofing off for 5 hours. Believe me, we goof off. So, you might have most recently seen Aaron Taylor Johnson in 28 Years Later, the third zombie thriller in its franchise that basically bombed the box office. His other credits include Kraven the Hunter, which also bombed, The Fall Guy, which did good, Bullet Train, which I thought was amazing, and Tenet, and then Nocturnal Animals and Godzilla, which I don't know how Nocturnal Animals or Godzilla did. But the potential additional lead, Lily Rose Depp, is best known for Wolf, Silent Night, Voyagers, The Dancer, The King, and HBO's The Idol, which she also did really well in Nosferatu, as we mentioned before. Superb. Sources say the story is set in 13th century England, including period-appropriate dialogue and Old English translations and annotations. I'm not sure if I saw correctly, but I thought that Defoe was going to be in this one as well, but I'm not sure. So why did they go with Aaron Taylor Johnson, and how do we think Werewolf will do, especially after its Christmas horror hit predecessor? Do we think it'll still pull in the same numbers? Is there a market for this?
Before we get into that, so upon researching last night, the sources that we're pulling from, which we'll later put here in the Spotify and YouTube descriptions, said that Lily Rose Depp, it was in talks of her being in it, but the IMDb page for this film said that Lily Rose Depp was going to be in it. I'm not sure who created the IMDb page, but that's what was on it. Just letting you guys know. I don't know. I'm not familiar with horror Christmas movies, or the, like the crossover overlap between them. When I first see the spelling in this, you see it on the screen. It's WERWULF, werewolf, werewolf. That doesn't particularly like catch my eye. If anything, it feels a little satire-y. So that wouldn't necessarily drag me in, but there's a lot of people that love the Christmas and horror overlap. For example, Nightmare Before Christmas. So,
well, that might actually be a Christmas movie. I don't know. There's some real freaky people out there, Ryan included, that absolutely love horror, and Christmas time for some reason is too sweet and happy and jolly that he must go watch a horror movie.
yeah.
So
It's
he
to
was
take the edge off of the family stress.
right. His family stress, gumdrops, and gingerbread men are too much. He needs
Yeah.
something. It's like sweet and savory, right? So his palate. He's been watching too much of The Grinch, and he needs to watch people get mauled by
Yeah.
a half
Yeah.
man, half wolf.
I can't think of something more that warms my heart in the holiday season than watching
And
people get devoured by a werewolf man.
right. And to be fair, if Defoe's back and Aaron Taylor Johnson's in this, my heart's already warm.
Why don't we Google that? Let's go look it up, Jake.
It's in talks. It's in talks. I'm
You
looking
see
at
it
it.
in talks? Okay.
It's in talks. It's not confirmed, but it's likely. And I asked the question because I think I actually sent it in the group chat a long time ago, though.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, what if he just is the same guy that he
In
played in
Nosferatu?
Nosferatu? Yeah, he's just the same guy. And he connects the worlds. I don't know. I doubt it.
That would
but
be such a cute idea, though.
cute.
No, like that's like real
Cool.
smart. My dad would say sharp. That's a sharp idea there.
Sharp.
So
As
that's
a
what I
tack.
mean by that. That's a real cool idea. Unfortunately, people don't think as cool as us, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
But I
All
think it's
right.
a cool idea.
Yeah, I
It'd be
wouldn't put
funny.
it. I wouldn't put it past Eggers to. Besides, I mean, when you have somebody with a cool name that I'm not going to pronounce again, co-writing it with you, they likely have another plan for Defoe or whoever plays whatever role. I don't even know what role he's coming back for.
I would say this is going to be as big as Nosferatu, if not a little less.
A little less.
Those
Yeah,
are my predictions.
I'm going to agree with you because I think Nosferatu had a little bit of notoriety. Like it's an IP that's been around for a little bit,
Right.
whereas I'm not familiar with Werewolf being of the same stature or even have history.
Right.
Whereas like my first exposure to Nosferatu was like the SpongeBob episode, one of the first
Yeah.
SpongeBob episodes where he's flicking on the light switch.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, and I was like, who is that? Who is that? And it's like one of the first times he used a clip of just something that wasn't animated. It was like a picture of him with a fake hand. It was very odd. And I was like, what is that? Who is that?
Yeah.
But I don't know which half man, half wolf has been around. Werewolves have been mythology for a long time, or cryptology, I guess, technically cryptology. Like Sasquatch and Mothman. You got the werewolf. Oh, Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah.
Vampires. That's why I agree with you. It's just I don't think it has the same follower base of I don't want to say normal people, but like people like me who don't watch a lot of horror,
Right.
whereas Ryan might know a whole lot more, a wealth of knowledge on Werewolf and Nosferatu and all the other horrors. I'm going to say it's not going to be as big.
I can just imagine Ryan, because Ryan said that he was going to listen to this episode. I can just imagine him listening to this in his car, and he's like, "What? Like you forgot to mention, like he just wants to butt in and like add something." Go ahead.
This might be an idea for another episode and or way down the line. If you guys are still watching us and we come up with some kind of idea, we'll probably have a Ryan's cut version of this episode where he actually commentates.
Oh, he pauses us and just like
Yes.
talk. Yes, that would be such a cute idea. And you see him like in the corner, and he's
Yeah.
like, "This is what they forgot to mention. What they forgot to mention was 20 years ago. You saw," and then he just continues on. It's little tangents.
That great idea. We'll put a pin in that. We'll have a Ryan cut version of this episode.
That is such a cute idea. I would watch that.
Too.
What'd you say?
And hopefully we'll never have to have a Ryan's cut ever again. But we'll see.
Yes, I do have something to add. I feel like because Nosferatu is about a specific character, it's about something specific, and Werewolf is just about a werewolf, because like that's just it's a generic horror base.
It's not called The Werewolf.
That it's not gonna. Yeah, it's just I don't know, because like werewolves and vampires are the same things, where they're just like a horror character that you can do anything with. It's a base thing, right? Nosferatu is an actual specific character. There was a book about him. You know what I'm saying? Just like Frankenstein or Count Dracula, those are like the people. Like those are the actual characters that it's about. And Werewolf, I'm assuming, is just about a werewolf. If that makes sense.
100%. And I think Ryan and I talked about it in a long time ago. Are we going to see Eggers do all of those horror ones like Frankenstein and I don't know what was the other thing that
Count Dracula, the Mummy.
Nosferatu would be Mummy. Are we going to see him do a Mummy? We're going to see him do Frankenstein because he's hitting all the stops out here.
That's like that would be so cute. That would be so much fun.
Hit a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody could dress up like them for Halloween.
Yeah, that's a crazy new idea.
Like, but it's the Eggers versions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really grotesque and gory versions, and you're gonna see a 9-year-old walking around with his skin falling off.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, like that.
Anything else to add, Emily?
No.
Okay.
No.
So we're rolling through, coming up on the second break, right before segment 3, and I don't know what I'm going to say, but coming up, Legend of Zelda lead actors announced, Mortal Kombat 2's Johnny Cage actor revealed, and this week's trailers.
Welcome back to Beyond the Screen podcast. This is the part, as you guys know, and I know I do this all the time, where we get a little cheesy. So we want to thank you guys for watching us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we just want to say how thankful we are that we get to do this, that you guys are giving us the platform to express ourselves, to do what we love with the people we love. You guys give us a purpose to do that. And we want to say thank you. Tell your mom, tell your friends, tell your dad about us. Don't forget to comment. And hopefully one day when we do this live, you guys will be able to comment live and we can interact with you guys there. So just thank you guys for watching. We're going to continue with our show now. I just want to put that out there. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And scene.
I appreciate
How was that?
you.
That was a really good Ryan impression, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I actually believed it.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, I kind of looked the part and everything.
I'm very glad you did that because I wouldn't have done as well.
I think you would have forgotten. Were you planning on doing it?
No. Well, yeah. No, I was.
I forgot until the graphic went away, and I was gonna say welcome back, and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta do the gushy stuff that Ryan always does. So
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna let you run with it because I wasn't prepared. Like I knew I had to do it, and I was like, "Thank you,
thank you guys. Moving on.
appreciate it. Show your mom." All right. As we alluded, the legend, no, not the Legend of Zelda, Legend of
Legend
Zelda.
of Zelda.
Yes, Link and Zelda have been cast. Benjamin Evan Ainsworth and Bo Bragison has been cast. I believe we've got some graphics here to show you guys.
We do. Yeah.
As I am unfamiliar with these two actors, but
I'm also not sure which one is which, as they both. I guess Bo Bragison is the woman.
Perhaps. Hold on.
Jake's search engine is loading.
All right, Bo. Bo is the woman.
Okay, I thought so. Continue, please.
Apologies.
Ignore that I had to ask that.
English actress, might I add. The announcement came via a statement on X or Twitter Wednesday night on Nintendo Pro. No, by Nintendo Pro and co-Zelda creator.
Go ahead.
Mr. Miyamoto. Shigeru Miyamoto. I watch
Shigeru.
anime.
I want to say Shigeru.
Okay. She
Don't quote me on
that. Quoted Emily Keller.
No.
He states, "I am pleased to announce that for the live action film of The Legend of Zelda, Zelda will be played by..." You kidding me? By Bo Bragison San and Link by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth San. Sorry, this is direct quote. I did not realize that this would be. I am very much looking forward to seeing both of them on the big screen. So, see, I was unprepared for actually calling them Benjamin Evan Ainsworth San and Bo Bragison San. What's next? You're gonna have me read Senpai off? Come on. This is horrible.
I'm sorry, we should have done our research before.
No, the problem is I didn't read the script before I read it. Like Ryan knows.
I said before we started, I said, "Do you like my scripts I wrote?" And he said, "Yes."
Yep. This looks great. I thought it was just the length. I didn't read it. I was like, yeah, these look lengthy.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Yep. Sorry, everybody at home. It'll be over soon, I promise.
Yeah. To their relief.
Yeah. Bragison has most notably acted in the 2017 BBC One series Three Girls and Disney Plus 2024 series Renegade Nell, which I have not heard of either. Have you heard of either?
No, neither of them.
All right. British actor Ainsworth is best known for his roles as Miles in The Haunting of Bly Manor and as William in Flora and Ulysses, which I have not seen either.
Me neither.
Unfortunately. But I can't wait to see this because I am super into Legend of Zelda. I played the DS games. I was a big DS kid.
Yeah.
I had my DSi XL. I had the big one, and they made a Nerf case for it. So it was like squishy.
Yeah,
Nerf
my brother
foam.
had that. It was like black and red. What color was yours?
I had both. One of them just fell apart, just crumbled. So I had to get another. It was like a dark red.
Yeah.
But that thing worked. Let me tell you, I dropped that and it just bounced.
Yep.
The first one, the blue one, just kind of like you could peel it off. So I guess I gripped that thing.
When you were playing Legend of Zelda?
Probably Mario Kart. I got really into Mario Kart too. Which nowadays I can't play when they swapping out the wheels and stuff. I'm getting off topic, but like the new Mario Karts, I'm unk. If you liked last year's reboot installment of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, you might consider snagging a ticket for this film. Apes director Wes Ball is also directing this OG Nintendo game-based feature. The 1986 game follows the young Link and Princess Zelda, whose mission is to save the kingdom of Hyrule from the evil Ganon. I believe I said Ganon right. I knew it's Hyrule, but I don't know if it's Ganon. The film is expected to follow the same plot as that 1986 game. Confirmed release date of May 7th, 2027. I hope they stick to that. still pretty far away because I'm
Yeah.
excited. How can we see this film performing, and why do we think these actors were chosen for the roles? Do we think they'll live up to the highly acclaimed cult following Nintendo game?
These are more for questions for you, sir.
Are they questions for me? Okay.
Yeah, you're the Zelda fellow.
Well, video game adaptations hit or miss, right? But I think this
Yeah.
is an IP that's a big enough deal. Nintendo games, like I would probably go back and say, let's look at Mario. And I think that was somewhat of a success because that's a big name too. And I
Yeah.
think Link might not be as high up there as Mario, but I know a lot of people who are into that. It's still a big thing, like the
Yeah.
Triforce and that the triangle and the Master Sword is a big deal to a lot of people. So I think if it's told as a children's story, which it likely will be,
Yeah.
um, will it'll bring in the same like live action How to Train Your Dragon audience, I think. So, which arguably How to Train Your Dragon has done really well for itself at 250 million
Yeah.
domestically. So, um, I can't necessarily talk about the actors. I wish them the best of luck. I haven't seen anything they've been in. Um, I haven't seen anything.
Mm-mm.
Really, one of them was in Final Fantasy, the live action Final Fantasy. The Bo was in the Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15.
I have no idea what that is.
Actually, no, this is a video game.
I'm sure
Sorry.
these must be bigger names in the British world.
The the British world, that otherworldly,
Like they're
plane
big
of
BBC
existence.
names. Yes.
Yeah. Where they have beans on toast.
Beans
But
on toast. Sorry. But yes. Yeah, for
something
BBC, I feel like they could be both big names.
something I always like to make fun of Nintendo about is you can't get away with you can't. I know pirating is bad, but they definitely take that stuff seriously to the point where even if you if there's like a freak static charge with your was it Switch, it thinks you're trying to hack it and it will shut you down. Like if there's any kind of electrical impulse or there's a level of not normal, the Switch is programmed to say, nope, you're pirating software, you're jailbreaking your Switch, and
Oh.
it bricks it. So Nintendo don't play around, and it is specifically for that. As well as I don't think you can use anything Nintendo music wise or stuff like that in videos or anything like that without explicitly jumping through their hoops. They take down almost anything. It's pretty bad, but I don't know. I don't even know if we'll be able to play the trailer when it comes out. So bear with us.
Oh, yeah, because of Nintendo.
Yeah. So Nintendo cracks down on anything they put out. So
good for
best of luck.
Nintendo.
So you want to read my story because I've read the ones you wrote for me. You get to read the one that I wrote. Mortal Kombat 2's Johnny Cage has been revealed to be Karl Urban, from most notably The Boys and others. Now that I am drawing a blank on the spot, he's from New Zealand. He was in Dread, Lord of the Rings. I remember him, Lord of the Rings. Star Trek. He was Bones in Star Trek, and Thor Ragnarok. He was the executioner with the M16s and his stuff, and he's like, "This is my stuff," and it's just like a moped and a bunch of stuff from Earth because he was an Asgardian. Anyway, after an absence from the first movie, Karl Urban's Johnny Cage will likely play a central role, if not the central role, in the sequel, seemingly replacing the controversial Louis Tan's Cole Young from the prior 2021 Mortal Kombat. The only thing controversial about it was because people didn't like this new character that was added to the franchise, and he wasn't in the video games. That's the only thing that's controversial about replacement or this character. The IMDb page for Mortal Kombat 2 still has Louis Tan reprising his role, But he has been replaced at the top of the cast members by Karl Urban, which is usually a telltale sign that if you're at the top of the IMDb page on the cast, you're likely more important than those underneath you. It's just the order is main character, secondary character, and furthermore. I think so. This probable change in character focus also stems from the creation of a fake IMDb page. So this isn't necessarily confirmed that he's going to be the main character, but with the trailer that we'll show you guys later, he's in every scene. Karl Urban's Johnny Cage is in every scene. It's portrayed as he's going to be the main character. The fake IMDb page that showcases Cage's fictional filmography has got him in Uncaged Fury and Rebel Without a Cage, which is a nod to Rebel Without a Cause. Very old film. I had to watch that in cinema history. It
Same.
embraces Cage's over-the-top personality, and I just can't help but think that how many people could be fooled by a fake IMDb page of Johnny Cage? I don't know. That's further down the list here. Thinking outside of Cage, Mortal Kombat 2 is rumored to have numerous new characters from the video game, including Shao Kahn, Quan Chi, Baraka, and Katana, as well as reprisals from Jessica McNames. I'm going to say McNames, Sonya Blade, Joe Taslim's Sub-Zero, Josh Lawson's Kano, Makad Brooks's Jax, and Hiroyuki Sanada's Scorpion, which I know everybody wants to see Scorpion and the get over here guy. Emily, do you think that, I guess, giving into the audience criticisms by changing these main characters to one of the more notable ones in the franchise will pay off for this movie's earnings?
I think that's a poor decision.
You think it's a poor decision? You think they should double down on this guy nobody's ever heard of? He did get a
wait, hang on, I
in the trailer.
misunderstood. You think that it's the audience criticisms that they think that one of the main characters should be one of the actual important characters from the game?
Yeah, that was they added this new character in the first movie. That it's not necessarily the actor, it was just this new character. They just wrote a new character for this franchise.
Was it Johnny Cage?
No. The second movie, they swapped him out, put him as a side character, and made Johnny Cage the main character, which is like giving into audience criticism, which is like awesome that they would like listen and pander to audiences, but will it pay off? I guess
I would say yes then, because I think that's a smart move, because the audience is the people that are going to be making your money. Like, they are paying to see it. If it was a cult following for me, like for example for Street Fighter, I'm not going to pay to see a movie where a random character was written in when I've been playing with the same dang characters for my entire life, and you get to know their personalities with the however many sayings each character has, and you get to memorize them over and over again. And when you're trying to beat another character, and then you have a random character written for you, I mean, that is going to push people away from your film. So yes, it is a smart decision to have an actual character from the game be the main character. I think that was such a poor decision in the first place. Why would you have as a written character come in the franchise after people have been playing Mortal Kombat for years?
Yeah.
Why? It's the same thing as when like people with Megan were like, it's a superhero movie. Like, Megan can be a superhero. No, she cannot. It doesn't make any sense. You're like, you don't want to make money. In the famous words of Jake Holtzclaw, they don't want to make money.
Yeah. Which I thought was the goal.
You think it's not just for the experience of it. It's a very exhausting work.
No.
But I digress.
All right.
Second search engine shake is running, I assume.
Yeah, I wanted to see the fake IMDb page they made for.
I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it? I am also having trouble finding it.
Yeah, a couple of weird things came up when I put in Johnny Cage IMDb.
Weird things, you say?
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely like an actor or something that had acted in a couple of other things that I would not view personally,
Um,
unfortunately.
yeah, I'm also not finding
Yeah.
anything.
No, the only thing I
Maybe
can
they took
find
it
is like
down.
the screenshot from one of the sources that we read this story originally on.
I even found an IMDb article on it, clicked the Johnny Cage linked, and it just took me to this footage 004 2024, and he's the director, which I doubt.
So
So I
they
think
must have
something's going
taken it
on.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah. Weird.
something's going on over there. So I have a second question for you. What do you think about that fake IMDb? I mean, is this a good marketing contact to, and it will pay off for the movie? Or like people are going to stumble upon this like we did and like, what the heck?
I think it would cater to a very small audience, because even if the people who do know of Johnny Cage and are familiar with the games and do like the games, what percentage of them are going to be active on IMDb or like come across it on IMDb? You know what I'm saying? It's a very
Yeah.
if anything, it's not a marketing tactic. It's just some cute little teaser that you might see. I personally would not have spent the time doing it. I don't, unless they showed it to a couple news sources and they were like, write an article on this, because then it would blow up. But like otherwise, what, you just want to stumble across it? It's just a waste of time.
Well, what if they put like Crimson Viper on IMDb or Ken Masters or Chun Li or Violent Ken or T Hawk or come
I'm
on,
so
one of
glad
these
you
has
knew
got
all
to
of
be
these by
Snoopy.
heart and everything because of your experience playing the game.
Come on, some of these have got to be characters from Street
No,
Fighter.
it is. They are like
I was
Crimson
like,
Viper. I would geek a little bit if I stumbled across Crimson Viper's IMDb page, but what are the chances I'm going to stumble across it?
well, considering she's a undercover CIA agent, I don't know if she would
But
have an
how
IMDb.
do you stumble across an IMDb page?
You
You
don't
know,
just scroll IMDb
who
normally?
does?
Not really. I try to.
I don't understand why you would.
I only look at
So,
mine.
so who's the audience? Are they catering to people who like Mortal Kombat and also are huge movie buffs? Because I feel like that percentage is going to be much smaller
Yeah,
than they're thinking.
it would likely just be the lore building. If they had like added a movie that he was in,
Yeah,
which I guess I don't know if Uncaged Fury and Rebel Without a Cage were alluded to in any prior game or any
yeah.
other Wikipedia on Johnny Cage. So this could be like new lore that I
Mhm.
guess they're into. So I'm not sure. But do you have anything else to say about Mortal Kombat 2?
Weren't they making a Street Fighter movie?
Let's find out.
Yes, search engine Jake. I'm pretty sure they were making one. I love Street Fighter.
They made one in 94.
No, it was supposed to be
Um,
new. This is
Live
for my
action Street
dad.
Fighter in development, slated for release in 26.
I was right.
Partnering with Capcom Legendary Entertainment, is doing an adaptation. Secured a March 20th, 2026 release. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh, that's soon, kind of.
It's
I
so
would love to
soon.
go see that. I love Street Fighter.
I know nothing about it. Ooh, we actually have cast members here.
Read.
Jason Momoa as Blanca. Blanca.
Interesting. Blanca.
Int-
Continue.
50 Cent. 50 Cent is Balrog.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who 50 Cent is?
No, I'm
Uh-oh.
not good with names though. Continue.
These are the only ones that I know.
Oh,
Orville Peck as Vega.
I love Vega. Wait, can we? Who Peck?
Orville Peck. I'll find a
Orville
photo.
Peck. You
That
know.
is not. It's a musician apparently that wear a mask. What?
Oh, that's funny, isn't it?
It's a country guy.
He
All
does
right,
kind of look
everybody.
like Vega.
Check this out. Presented image of a masked cowboy country
You can
singer
see
star.
Vega if he was shaved. Because Vega is very not
Is
bearded.
he that buff?
He's a good
I guess he is.
sized man character.
Anyway,
He's not huge like the other Street Fighter characters, because everybody, as you guys know, especially because of this like video game animation style, everyone is very over sexualized.
Roman Reigns, who's a WWE Raw guy,
Is he playing?
Akuma.
Okay.
Akuma is he's got like fiery red hair and brown ball necklace with rope around his hands.
Next. Who's playing Cammy?
Not casted yet.
Dang it. Okay. She's my favorite. All right. Anyways, I was
we could go through the whole list, but it's
Yeah.
coming in March. I'm sure we'll talk about it again because we're talking about Mortal Kombat, and Emily is on the podcast, so she gets to have her own segment when that comes to fruition.
I must.
Yep. All right. Are we ready for trailers, everybody? Oh my gosh, we're almost done. You guys.
Teases.
All right. For the first trailer, we have Hoppers, and I will look up a synopsis while we play it for you guys.
We put this into this.
Yes. This into this. This into this.
So let me get this straight. This is like Avatar.
This is nothing like Avatar. Mabel, be careful!
We put
It might not be like Avatar, but you know what it is like?
It looked like Avatar to me, though.
Wallace and Gromit. As if we don't know what this is. They're catering to a younger generation who's never watched Wallace and Gromit before, as if we've never heard the story of a person being put under this weird thing around their head and then they become like the mind of a rabbit. Have you never seen Wallace and Gromit? It's
not that one. I've only seen the most recent Wallace and Gromit.
Haven't we just talked about this very recently?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that after the podcast. But yeah, duh. All right, continue. What's the synopsis?
So, an animal lover uses technology that places her consciousness into a robotic beaver to uncover mysteries within the animal world beyond her imagination. Which robotic beaver is crazy. I feel like towards the end, it's going to be like her body's part like destroyed, and we're going to get this really scary Terminator beaver look. And it's not going to be fun.
What genre is this?
It's like a animal adventure, computer animation, action, adventure, animation, comedy, family, sci-fi.
Me too. Audience members, I would like to apologize and recant my statement saying that this was like Wallace and Gromit, because that's not like Wallace and Gromit. I didn't know it was a robotic beaver.
Well, into this scene, that's the robot beaver.
I thought it was just some cute little groundhog, to be honest.
They 3D print a beaver in the trailer. I suggest you guys go watch it because I only showed you the first portion in this trailer, the way that I cut it, but towards the end there's like talking animals and they're actually communicating with this beaver, or the main character who is in a robot beaver body, and they allude to there being like a understanding between animals that if you're caught you just get to be eaten. So like there's a bear that comes out of nowhere and eats this like Eeyore level depressed beaver, but the main character saves him, and they're like, why did you do that? I caught him fair as square. And then the depressed beaver is like, yeah, why'd you do that?
Wait,
this is in the trailer, everybody. I'm spoiling the trailer for you, but like that happens, and apparently there's like a laws of nature level that if you're caught, you should just be allowed to be eaten, like survival of the fittest. And then she's like, well, okay, I guess you can eat them. And then the bear's like, no, it's awkward. And I don't know, that which I thought that was pretty funny, but yeah, it's interesting concept, but I don't know if it's going to do crazy.
I wonder why it's called hoppers if it's a beaver.
Maybe it's
Second
like
of all,
hopping.
that reminds me of Chicken Run, which is honestly also kind of that's funny. It's also like by the creators of Wallace and Gromit. They're like claymation characters. But have you watched Chicken Run?
Yeah, I've seen. And there multiple? I've seen
I
the
don't know.
first one, I think.
Yeah, the first one where they're like, "Oh my gosh, the farmers kill us," and like she told the rest of the coop that, and they're like, "Yeah, that makes sense." Like basically, like the one chicken was like, "It's a living," like while she's sewing. It's basically the same thing. They're like, "Yeah, that's just like life, you know."
But it's
I would be
not.
interested in seeing this. It's already kind of funny, looking, and it
John
already
Hamm is
makes
in
me.
it. You know, John Hamm is. He was the evil guy on Baby Driver.
It's already making me like giggle looking at the trailer, so I would personally like to watch it. So
Okay.
next,
Tron Ares, everybody.
So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
What?
that
Crazy.
looks really good.
I like I always say, I suggest you go watch the full trailer because I'm actually a little worried.
Worried.
Yeah, worried. Number one, the Jared Leto curse, obviously. But I did not realize Jared Leto was like going to be the lead protagonist. I figured he was going to be antagonist. Tron Ares like being he's the evil guy, and there's going to be the main character that has to beat him. But
Yeah.
it seems like from the trailer at least that Ares is Jared Leto's character, who just seems to be copied and pasted as a warrior by what seems to be the U.S. government. Is sentient and somewhat feels and doesn't want to be done that way.
Yeah.
And that is how he meets Jeff Bridges' character, who is from the earlier movies, because I assume he helps him become not that.
I really like that concept, though. It's also giving like a kind of like a Hunger Games vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Like if it's
So,
like this.
One of
Continue.
these. No.
This higher advanced government society, they can do anything they want, and usually is for everybody else's entertainment. Which, as we progress further along in the world, it feels more and more likely to happen. This is me also hating on AI again, but continue.
So there is a second lead played by, I believe it's Greta Lee, but I'm not sure. But it really seems like Leto's taking the lead here, and they're not. The original main character of the sequel is not coming back, it appears. So, which is unfortunate. I like that guy. I don't even know his name. Tron Legacy, Garrett Hedlund, Sam Flynn. Sam Flynn is not returning. We only see Kevin Flynn, played by Jeff Bridges.
Who did you say that lead government official was, or whoever?
I didn't. His name, his actor, Evan Peters.
Do we know who that is?
Julian Dillinger is just some new. I guess he's the main antagonist. I guess who Jared Leto is trying to get away from, or
The actor, though.
Evan Peters.
Yeah, what's he been in?
He was Quicksilver in the X-Men movies. He's done what else? He was in American Horror Story.
Oh, Evan Peters. Why didn't you just say so?
He was in Kick-Ass.
Yeah,
He
American
was,
Horror Story. He was in that recent 2024 music video with Ariana Grande for her song we can't be friends.
Oh, really? Thank you for that lore. I did not know that.
That's the only Ariana Grande song I've ever listened to, and then I like obsessed over it for like 5 months. And then I was near the end of the year. At the end of the year, I was on my hands and knees praying that it would not be on my Spotify Wrapped because that would be really embarrassing, and it wasn't.
Did you just have to listen to something over and over again?
Yeah, I like forced myself to listen to lots of other things, and then it ended up being actually a very sad song, and that was also equally as embarrassing. So,
It seems like he's
2024 was a rough year for me.
A rough year.
Oh my gosh, he just played Dahmer. He was just in Dahmer.
Yes, that's correct. Sorry, I missed
He
that
starred
entirely.
in Dahmer. Yeah.
Why is that not even in this
Anyways,
list? Sorry.
it's
Hangover
crazy.
Part 3 as
'Cause
well.
after that,
really...
he was like, I need to take a break from the serious acting. I'm not doing well mentally after Dahmer.
He channeled Dahmer too well.
He
too
started
well.
to
Anyway,
desire eating people.
Hey man, he did great though. Looked great. If you watch the trailer, you'll notice that they are using a little bit of 9 Inch Nails in the trailer, and it sounds awesome. It isn't the same as Daft Punk from the sequel, but it is still very electric sounding, EDM level. But the kind of like grid or electronic sounds are from guitar. I don't know how to, I'm not musically, but like hits, like you just strum and that's
Strums.
electric guitar,
Yeah.
just drawn out, and that's how they're making the electronic beats. And then we've got not auto tune, but probably auto tune lyrics or singing from I assume the 9 Inch Nails front man. So it sounds awesome. I don't know if it'll be something that I just listen to in my pastime, just because it sounds like a action movie now instead of like Daft Punk EDM beats. But it looks cool. I just really hope it's got the story to go with the cool factor.
I already see the story, like just from the 28 seconds that you played. It looks fantastic. Like I have never seen Tron. I don't know anything about Tron, and just by watching that clip of a trailer, I would go see it.
I think you should watch the second Tron, which the first Tron came out in like 80s.
Is it connected? Like
they should be. These two should be.
So like if you came in not knowing, never having watched it before,
I would
will you miss
suggest
some
watching
stuff?
the one from 2010-ish.
Okay.
Because Jeff Bridges comes back as Kevin Flynn. So they do connect in that sense, and this is the same Tron world. Now, the first one that came out in the 80s, I can't say whether or not it does connect. I don't think it does.
Yeah.
So
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Actually,
did I switch it up?
No, this is Mortal Kombat 2.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickhead dinner, what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. Get over here!
He said the thing.
Was that his character line that you get to pick?
The get over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that move, and then what he says
The
is
combo.
like the biggest deal. Like that's the main thing. That's why I put it in there, folks, just for y'all. Just for y'all.
Tell.
But yeah, that's like the biggest. And there's a rivalry between him and, so he's the fire ninja, basically, if I had to boil it down. And there's an ice ninja, and they don't like each other because the fire ninja thinks the ice ninja killed his family, or the other way around. I don't. Sorry for the fans at home, but the fire and ice ninjas don't like each other because of familial murder.
Yes, indeed, yes.
Dude, I understand completely. So
I just want to like applaud the sound design in both of those recent trailers that we played in Tron and in Mortal Kombat. It just like remember like in video in our broadcasting classes we were taught sound can make or break a movie. And that's absolutely true. Like you just see that in the trailers. Like that's what's captivating you. It's not just what you're seeing visually, it's the feeling, you know, like the vibration, the music, the drum hits that you're feeling that like gets your emotions going. I love that so much. They did a fantastic job with just the small clips of the trailers that we're watching. It's just beautiful sound design. Anyway, not that I know I'm like geeking out. I just really love that stuff. But anyways.
no, that's awesome. Because when I'm listening to it, that's exactly what I'm thinking of too. And actually I count how many times they do like the suspenseful
yeah, exactly.
Like it's like how many times am I gonna, and I see if they use the same one twice.
Or they like change it up and do a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do reuse them.
It doesn't surprise me.
Well, yeah, I don't want to pay for another one. So what else did you think about Mortal Kombat 2 besides the famous line? What do we think about robot arm man?
I didn't get to see a lot.
Otherwise
I
known
was
as
kind of
Jax.
still embarrassed from playing the Mortal Kombat picture media assets instead of the Mortal Kombat trailer. So what I do when we have like the same thing we talk about also be a trailer, I do the name of it and then afterwards I put trailer in all capitals. And the only thing you can see here is TR in all capitals, and so I missed it, and so that's why I started playing the pictures we saw earlier. But anyways, the character dynamics, the acting between the characters look really good. I noticed, like they look like they are fully fleshed out characters, like they already have assumed that role, and that they've like done their research into the characters from the actual OG games. They have a great dynamic already, is what I noticed.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, as we've said earlier in this episode, Johnny Cage is likely front man here. He's the one talking through most of it, and we'll see if that pays off for Mortal Kombat 2 in the box office.
Yeah.
For the fourth and final trailer, we've got Stranger Things Season 3 coming up.
Season 5.
Season 5. I said 3. 5. The other two didn't count.
Stranger Things Season 5.
After what we've been through, this thing it ties us together forever.
Whoa, it ties them together forever.
I'm kind of underwhelmed, but also I know that there's like really not that much you can do with Stranger Things. I think they probably should have let the last season be the last season. No offense, I've never watched Stranger Things. I've watched
what? That's crazy.
But even the guy who plays, what's his name, David, the sheriff that is Eleven's.
Harbour, David Harbour.
Right. Even he was like, I liked it the first couple of seasons. I'm so ready to be done with this now. And it's like, I understand it's like the same story over and over again. So I was kind of hoping for a little bit more from the trailer to make me want to come back and watch the 5th season. That's not what I saw.
Yeah.
It's cool that they're still playing the 80s music though.
Oh yeah. No, and that's really all it's got going for it. For you. Yeah.
I guess it just wasn't well done. Maybe they should have chosen a different monologue. I don't know.
I think they're tying up loose ends here. Also, I'm pretty sure that the evil guy from the last season's coming back. Like, it's not even a new.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the same one. What was his name? Dang it. Can I phone a friend and you call my sister?
Shoot.
It wasn't even a real name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically Satan.
More like Freddy Krueger. Vecna? VECNA.
Vecta! Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same exact thing. Because
So,
how did season 4 end? They got
I
Max
thought
back,
they
and that's all I know.
burned him. They killed him, I thought.
Who is Eddie? Was that Eddie, the guitarist, Eddie?
Yeah, that was he was like a bully
Born in
for a little
Hell
bit.
thing?
And
Yeah, so who was the guy that... Bob, never mind.
Bob.
Anyways, so yeah, that's my take on Stranger Things trailer. What is your take, Jake?
They desecrated Bro's grave, which I know won't sit well with audiences because I think he was well loved.
He was obsessed with.
Yeah, people had T-shirts, the
Yeah,
Hellfire
and-
Club or whatever.
Yeah, it got apparently a little bit creepy, and he started like telling fans to like please leave me alone. Not kidding. Like that's
It means
why.
he did a
Yeah,
good job.
it was weird.
Yeah. So, a lot of the same characters coming back. Millie Bobby Brown obviously has to. I think we see her like finally realize full power capability in this final season. I want to know what happened to the other powerful children because we met
Yeah,
some of them
in season 2.
was it season 2?
Yeah, because that's when I stopped watching.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think I missed a season.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it's just I think I agree. Is season 5 should have been 4, but let's just end it with 5. These kids don't even look like kids anymore. I mean, hell, they're
No, they look like they're in their 20s.
aren't they? Are
Because
the
they
Millie
are in
Bobby
their
Brown
20s.
was 2004. So
Just to 21. I think they're finally going to reveal all the truth, though, like that we haven't seen so far. Like you said, like all of the other powerful kids, or like what happened to them, how they came to be,
which
how the whole
Vecna
thing
used to be
started.
one.
Really? Oh yeah, that actually does sound familiar. It's kind of
Mm.
like a whole Voldemort lore thing.
Yeah. Dude, this is just Harry Potter.
Come on, Wallace and Gromit. We saw Harry Potter. Come on, guys.
That
Get
was
some
something original,
stories
guys.
here.
Come on.
Okay.
All right. Final portion of segment 3, the what you should know before you go. Quickish hits that I'm not allowed to say anymore. And I don't know why we stopped saying quickish hits because I thought it was funny. They're never quick. But what you should know before you go. We officially get our first look at Nick Frost as Hagrid in HBO's Harry Potter reboot. We got to see Harry 2 weeks ago, I think, or 1 week ago.
Wasn't it Harry, Hermione, and Ron?
We saw the actors, but we actually saw Harry, the actor, in full costume,
Oh.
holding a slate. Would you mind showing the audience Hagrid? The
Would
wonderful
you like to
graphic.
explain it a little bit first?
Okay, so on the left, if you'll cue it, we've got OG Hagrid.
OG
right?
Hagrid.
OG Hagrid, and in the center, I thought people would enjoy PlayStation 1 Harry Potter.
I'm
Hagrid.
enjoying it.
And then on the right, we've got Nick Frost's interpretation, and arguably good for Nick Frost, but I think Hagrid needs to be a bit bigger and more rotund, kind of like PS1 Hagrid. No. So I put those in there. PS1 Hagrid's obviously a joke, but there's your comparison. I think it's for this film or for this series awesome. I still think he needs to be larger than life in both height and width. But and he's not as like how do I describe it? Not as his
you
hair's
called
not
it
poofy.
rotund before.
Rotund is an awesome word, but his hair and his
He's
beard
not-
are
he's
just
not-
not as poofy. They're not. He's supposed to be like a woodsman. Like he's supposed to be. Like when he walks in, he smells like pine needles and he has leaves in his beard. Like that's Hagrid, right? He's supposed to have
not
like
as gruff and gristly and outdoorsy.
so, and he's very cleaned up in that one. So I don't know if that particular scene is he took a shower this month or something.
It's his monthly shower. I don't know.
Right out the waterfall. Next, we've got in the same series, Voldemort has reportedly already been cast, but HBO is keeping that thing a big old secret. The current two front runners for the role are Cillian Murphy, which was in Oppenheimer and Peaky Blinders, and Matt Smith from the Doctor Who and House of the Dragon series.
Go, Matt. I have to say that as well because I'm taking Ryan's spot in repping Doctor Who and representing our passion for the series. Go, Matt.
Which I have never seen Doctor Who, but I feel like Matt Smith is the Doctor. He is my Doctor.
Favorites. Yeah. A lot of people's favorites for some reason. He's a lot more playful and stuff. Which makes me feel like you're not diehard Doctor Who fans if you're just liking him because he's playful, but I digress.
I don't know if it's playful, but like he's the one I've seen the most of as the Doctor, and is likely why he's ingrained in my head. But you can shoot me later for not knowing anything about Doctor Who series. Moving on. Well, actually not moving on. I don't want to know. Would you rather Matt Smith or Cillian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy.
Oppenheimer.
Oh, play who?
The Voldemort.
Ooh.
No nose, bald guy. Neither. I think both of them could do very well. Actually, I think Matt Smith will be.
I can see Matt Smith doing it just because he has that slender face.
Yeah. That's what I think. I think Matt Smith will make a worse, as in better looking Voldemort, if that makes sense.
I think Cillian Murphy's face is too structured, if that makes sense. He's a very structured face.
He's got lines, man.
Yeah, and I feel like that's not Voldemort particularly. He also looks a little bit more, no offense, sickly. Yeah. And I guess he's supposed to look like that.
Well, I mean, if this is told at the very beginning of Harry Potter, which because these guys are kids, like this is told between I think the first and the second movie. Yeah. He's likely supposed to be not to his best because he only gets revived later in like Goblet of Fire. So I think in the first movie and I won't spoil it I don't know why it's been out for so long. I'm not going to spoil it, but he's like grafted on the back of somebody's head and it just looks nasty and doesn't look like him at all. Voldemort, by the way.
What was it? That was in the Sorcerer's Stone, but I don't remember the guy's name.
I don't remember either. Google, hey, Google search Emily. I can't move on because it's a totally different topic. What we got? Is her screen moves?
Professor Quirrell.
Yeah. So it just got ruined.
You're welcome, Katie. That was for my sister. She'd be proud of me.
So I don't know. I think either will work. I think Matt Smith will make it look awesome, but if they're keeping a big old secret.
Yeah, if we're gonna have to pick between them, I'm gonna say Matt Smith just because I can see his eyes and his face shape.
And he can't have a nose.
His acting is fantastic. So.
And that's why he's the Doctor.
Dang. Yeah, you just spoiled Harry Potter for us. That came out in 2001.
Hey, so some people
4 years ago.
Some people might not be born yet.
Genuinely. Okay, next,
coming off the success. No, I skipped one. Hit animated series Invincible has officially been renewed for a season 5 at Amazon, which is awesome because there's like 3 Invincible books and they have barely scratched the surface of book 1. And there's so much more story. I really hope they don't get bogged down, but because there's so much more story, I'm glad that they renewed it and they see potential in it.
Yeah.
Especially because there's so much more crazy stuff that happens coming up. Do you have anything to say about that or you want to move on?
No.
Okay.
I don't I'm not a fan.
coming off the success of Superman, director and writer James Gunn has released the first official poster for next summer's Supergirl, releasing June 26th, 2026.
Do you want to find that so I can present it?
I can find that. You want to talk to the audience about...
Back in my day, I watched Supergirl on TV when I was like 16 at the same time The Flash came out, and those were our back-to-back TV shows that we'd watch when my mom was laid up after her ankle surgery. Later to know that ankle surgery got botched, so she did not heal in time, so we got to watch a lot more Flash and a lot more Supergirl. Do you have the poster yet?
This was from Reddit. So she's been
This is
cast.
the official poster?
Yeah, official teaser poster for Supergirl.
Well, that doesn't look like the TV show that I watched a lot along with Flash when my mom was laid up from her ankle surgery.
That's unfortunate.
R.I.P., whatever her name
am
was.
hearing a lot of people like this Supergirl version. I think she's supposed to be rough around the edges.
Yeah, she's not as like innocent.
Right. She's like
sweet,
not holding back like Superman. Is what I'm hearing. I think she's.
But isn't that what Wonder Woman is for? You know, like if we have them all the same, like it's kind of making it not as unique anymore. But
well, she's going to be going up against Jason Momoa's Lobo, which is an alien who is like a bounty hunter, and he looks like a WWE guy, which is crazy. He's got like makeup on. He actually looks like a WWE guy mixed with a band member from Kiss. So sorry to you fans out there for that description, but that's what he reminds me of. Moving on. Lilo and Stitch live action remake has officially hit $1 billion to my dismay in the worldwide box office. I cannot believe you guys have given that much money. I was one of them. I gave money twice for the girlfriend and myself. I didn't go see it by myself. I gave 2 tickets. Not twice.
You paid for 2 tickets to the box office.
Views.
I thought you meant you watched it twice.
No, I would never do such a thing.
It's disappointing.
Something I threw in next is Dexter Resurrection shatters Showtime streaming viewership records after a critically acclaimed premiere. I've been seeing just clips from this. I got into Dexter and I made it through season 1 and I'm starting season 2 just whenever I have time. I enjoyed season 1. I forget how many seasons there are, but I really feel like this is going to turn into one of those like CW shows that just gets old after a while, because it is kind of like I'm going to kill somebody and then, oh no, there's this weird death at work. And then somebody's going to find me out. And then they don't, because I kill them and I get away with it. And it's just like that.
Over and over.
The generic curve of rising action climax, whatever the next one is, conclusion. It's just that same curve every episode, and I can't really do more than 3 seasons of that until I'm done. But coming back for a resurrection and him having to I think a lot of people reprise their roles, and they're now finding out about him. So all the characters that he fooled in the prior seasons, and now they're actually putting the pieces together several years later.
Okay, that's new then. It's new and fresh and interesting and
navigating people he loves and holds dear.
Yeah, I like that.
And finally, the big news that I alluded to earlier that's going to break Emily's heart for whatever
Yeah, my
reason,
name is Emily.
Stephen Colbert's Late Show canceled after 30 years by CBS, and Jon Stewart's The Daily Show has cancellation rumors as well. Does that
I don't
hurt
know.
you
I don't
at
know
all?
who that person is that you just.
That's all right.
named there.
You said it was sad. It was very sad that these late night talk shows were getting canceled.
They're so comforting. Don't you just love to listen to them, like while you're falling asleep or cooking or whatever? It's so comforting. It's like listen to talk radio, you know?
Yeah.
Who the heck's Stephen Colbert?
Come on. You don't know Stephen Colbert?
I know Jay Leno.
Hey, he could be next.
He is.
This
He
is the
has.
start.
Isn't he gone?
I don't know if he got
Jay
taken off.
Leno. Jay Leno hasn't been on TV in years.
What? Jay Leno still got his talk show. That's
Oh,
Stephen
the guy
Colbert.
looks like the dad from Full House.
Oh, the Jay Leno show got canceled in 2010.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
What? I thought he still had one. Anyway,
Mhm.
that's all we have for you. Emily, do you have anything else you want to say to the audience?
Comment below if I did better than Ryan or not. Who do you want to see next, me or Ryan? That's
I'll
all I
let
had.
Ryan. I'll let Ryan do the next one, guys. I am very apologetic about my performance here today. I feel like it was subpar.
You've done lovely, Jake. I think that we did fantastic. And
I'm sweating.
what?
I have a headache.
That is
I'm
crazy.
so nervous.
Oh my gosh. Imagine being nervous
But-
for this. That'd be so wild. I'm definitely not nervous.
If you guys stuck around this long, because I have a counter at the top of my left of my screen, and it's almost 2 hours, which is crazy. I thought we were going to run through this because we were so nervous. Now we're
Yeah.
probably rambling. So thank you guys for sticking around this long. If you've already clicked off, you won't hear this. But as we alluded to, first announcement, we are moving YouTube channels to bring you more curated, enriched podcast content separate from our short films coming out on Hollow Moon. So go to our social medias or look up the Beyond the Screen. You'll see the film reel Beyond the Screen logo upper right corner above Emily. That's how you can tell the difference. Beyond the Screen on YouTube. Anything else, Emily?
We love you guys. Thank you for watching. This wouldn't be possible without you all. And also shout out to Ryan. He does so much and we love you. And thank you for all that you do. And this wouldn't be possible without you either, buddy.
Love you, Ryan. See y'all.
Bye.